championship fight going 50-50 between Hamilton and Vettel. I got it, yeah, fair enough. I think that's a fairly decent assessment. I mean, yeah, I think that's fairly close to what I said anyway, so it's not like we really disagree on what I just said. Yeah, but then of course we have to remember, I'm also someone who believes that Alain Prost could have had 7 or 8 world championships when he was driving in F1. Niki Lauda, had he not had the accident at Nürburgring, could have had 5 or 6 championships due to obviously losing the championships to James Hunt in 76 because of the injuries he had, and then leaving Ferrari after 77, which of course I still believe had he remained at Ferrari for 1978, he could have maybe stole the championship away from Mario Andretti due to, of course, Peterson's tragic accident, and then of course, Andretti failing to score a point in the last 2 races. And then, of course, Jody Scheckter won the championship for Ferrari in 1979. So, of course, Jody Scheckter was a good driver, but, like, Niki Lauda was the complete package compared to Scheckter and Jules Villeneuve. What if Vettel was in the 2008 Ferrari? I think that, he obviously would have won races, but I think it would have been a case of a bit too soon for Vettel, because I know from like the first year of his career, from like where he started at the American Grand Prix 2007 until about the Valencia race in 2008, like Vettel was still learning how to drive an F1 car, so it was only until Monza like Vettel really showed his full potential in the wet conditions. So I don't think a championship win would have been on the cards of Vettel in 2008, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, it would have been fun to watch, but I think he would have also had a similar year to what Kimi and Massa had, in that he would have made loads of mistakes, I'm afraid. Because I think it was only in 2009 that Vettel really started to look a bit more consistent. And then, of course, 2010, 11 onwards, that was like Vettel entering his prime. Like, I think the only way Vettel would have won the 2008 championship if he was like 2 years older at least, like born in 84 or 85 instead of 87. So, I mean, if he was already like 23, 24 years old, then I probably would actually lean towards yes. Vettel probably nicking the championship and surviving that Timo Glock incident in Brazil, where Timo was struggling on wets and then Hamilton overtook him with 1 corner to go. But yeah, Vettel was just simply too young to like take advantage of an opportunity at that point, I'm afraid. So, I mean, 2008 was it was like the end of an era, 2008, where like McLaren won their most recent driver's title with Hamilton. Ferrari won their most recent constructors' title with Kimi and Massa. So, and of course, both of them have not won any world championships since. So, of course, 2024, like, okay, I know Verstappen's probably going to win the drivers' championship, but McLaren first, Ferrari second, like. We've not had this situation for 16 years. Like, that is crazy to think about, by the way. Like, McLaren and Ferrari are finally coming back on form at the same time, which is something I actually thought wouldn't happen again because, of course, Mercedes and Red Bull have been so good for the last 15 years, if you include Brawn as being, like, the predecessor of Mercedes in 2009, because of course Mercedes then bought the team straight off Ross Brawn. So in reality, that was a Mercedes Works team victory in 2009. And it seems like, people say Formula One is cyclical, and it is very much turning back to the old guard again, remarkably enough. But of course, unfortunately, Williams remain a million miles away from returning to the top, and I don't think, no matter how many good performances Carlos Sainz put in, that would change how bad Williams are, I'm afraid.